Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Step Into a New Day Life Coaching, and today I want to focus on a book review. There's a very special book right here that I'm wanting to talk about, Feeding the Soul by Tabitha Brown. And I am one that loves reading books, but it normally is hard for me to really zip through a book. Normally I'll stop halfway through the book and not go all the way through it in a matter of a couple days. And with this book, I definitely went through it in a couple days. So when that happens, I know that that's something that I want to share and that I need to share. And for those of you that do not know me, my name is Brandis, and I was a high school Spanish teacher turned stay-at-home mom turned certified professional Christian life coach, and I love helping mothers feel good in their homes, minds, bodies, and spirits and live God's best for their lives. To give you a background on how I even came across this book, so me and my daughter Estella, who is 11, we were at Target and we were just shopping, and I saw some books by the clothing section because that's where my daughter was headed to get some clothes. And this yellow color just kind of drew me in when I saw some books on a shelf. And so I went to the book and I'm like, oh, I love the title, Feeding the Soul. And then Tabitha Brown. I had seen her on, I think, Instagram before. And when Twitch boss passed away, I remember when that happened. I remember seeing something that she posted also, because I wasn't following her on Instagram, but I think I was looking through Reels or something, and I saw a message that she had sent about going to her son's Christmas party, and then kind of tying that in with just life and how precious life is. And I don't know, she just was so warm to me, her nature and her character when she is talking to you is so loving and so kind and so warm. And I'm like, I just really liked her personality a lot. So when I saw this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I wanna read this book. So I took this book home and I read it, and there's just a couple things I want to point out to you, but I would say that this is a book for all of my just fellow dreamers out there. She is someone that talks about how it took her 23 years to really fulfill her dreams being an actress and really being discovered. And she's also vegan, and so she's been able to do, little cooking shows and things like that. She does a lot of things. She's branded so many things now, but she really is able to take you on a journey with her through this book as about her life. And her journey, as she says, this is her freedom journey. It says finding our way to joy, love, and freedom. But this is her freedom journey to really then end up getting to where she believes God, what God had for her, ultimately what God had for her, and everything she had to come against, all the obstacles, all the ways that she needed to grow, all of the ways that she needed to look at life in a particular way. She just really shares that so very nicely with her readers, and it was just such an amazing joy to be able to read, and it gave me a lot of hope, a lot of inspiration as I am on my journey with life coaching, as I am on my journey with the climb and the guided journal that I wrote, and really believing what it is that God has for me. It is so important that you can listen, that you can place people around you that can fill you with hope, that can fill you with encouragement, that you are able to look at their story and pull from their story in order to give you more hope and motivation to keep on going forward. And so I would say, if that's you, if you're somebody with a dream, if you're somebody with a close relationship with God and you believe in God's promises for your life, and you need that extra help and that extra encouragement as you are journeying and moving forward with what it is that you believe God has for you, then I would definitely recommend picking this book up. And there's some highlights in here that I just want to talk about because from my heart, I think that they are also very important. So, she talks about everything in here, and she also will give little cute recipes at the end of some of her chapters of some of her vegan recipes that she has, and they're really good. So they're definitely something that I'm going to be trying as well. And in addition to those chapters, she has something called a TSA, which is basically her own little final word on things. So announcements is the TSA. And that's what that looks like. So at the end of chapters, she'll have a little TSA where she gives just a final information about that chapter. So anyways, The three things that I want to mention is a specific chapter that I think is so very important that really speaks to women, especially women that might be hiding things and hiding secrets and really needing to get that out there in order to move forward. I want to share with you some very, very amazing questions that she says to ask yourself. And then finally, I think there's just some information at the end of the book that I would like to share with you too, possibly a TSA of hers. And then the rest would just be left for you to discover and for you to explore and enjoy. So I want to start first with it's chapter 15 called Secrets Make Us All Sick. And if you have been following my channel for a long time, I hope that you know that I definitely believe in honesty. I definitely believe in getting all of your stuff out, giving it to God, getting the help you need, right? Through therapy, through life coaching, through doctors, whatever it is that you need. But I definitely believe in not suppressing our emotions or things that we have went through or certain situations, and everything that we can bring out to the light is better. But I want to read you her words that really spoke to me. And I'm just encouraging you, if you are one that maybe still might be hiding something, I really believe that if you let God partner with you in your secrets and things that you might be holding back, or any pain or suffering that you just are not enabling anyone to acknowledge, I believe that when you do let that out, when you do let that come to the light, when you do let God partner with you, that so many amazing things will happen after that, and so many open doors will take place when you allow yourself to do that. So I just want to read what she says. And she says, acting like that thing never happened, even if it hurts, is not the way to live free. If anything, it keeps you even more bound. It stunts your growth. Open your mouth, honey. Tell your story. You never know whose chains you'll unlock by having the courage to tell your truth. And you may even unlock your own. Sharing your story, whether it's very quietly, whether it's more public, but sharing your own story definitely, I believe, will unlock a freedom that you definitely won't understand until you do it. The next thing that I'd like to share with you are some questions that she says to ask yourself, to have an honest conversation with yourself. These are questions that can help lead you to freedom as well. And you know me, I'm a life coach. So life coaching is all about asking those special questions to our clients. And I'm a journaler. So I've been asking those special questions to myself for a very, very, very long time. So asking questions and answering very deep and important questions are very, very important to me. So I just want to share these with you. You can write these down. You can capture these in any way that you want to. So she states some questions that are important. Who am I trying to be? Why do I resist being myself? I'm claiming that I'm doing me, but am I really? Am I? What do I like? What do I love? What do I really want? What do I need? Who did God intend me to be? And I love all these questions. And the question, what do I really want, is one of the very first questions that I ask my readers in the Climb, the Guided Christian Journal that I wrote. And I will leave that down below. But that is just such an important question. We don't sit down and ask ourselves that question probably enough. And the final thing that I would like to read is just a nod that she adds to our dreams, because she talks about really honoring your dreams and partnering with God with your dreams throughout her whole entire book. And so I just want to add that to you and just let you hear these words again if there's a special dream that you have in your heart. She says, I think we all have to do that. We have to constantly remind ourselves of our dreams. When we're not living in our purpose, we have to remind ourselves that the situation we're in has to be temporary because our dreams are real. They are possible. The desires of my heart will come to pass because God has a plan for me. We have to keep telling ourselves that we are going to get through it. We have to keep going. So that's just a further encouragement from Tabitha to you. An encouragement I have to you as well. You know, God does have a plan for our lives. God has a plan for your life. And I love how she says that, you know, it's the dreams that are real. our ordinary life is definitely real, and we have to stay focused on those precious moments that we have as well right in front of us. But thinking that we'll stay in the specific place forever and ever and ever is probably simply not true. Because I think if you're partnering with God, he's going to kind of constantly be slowly moving you in the direction of your dreams. I definitely believe that. And so thinking that your dreams are real, having that always at the forefront of your mind as you're going through life and just the everyday, I think will give us so much hope, so much joy, and so much movement towards our futures. Leave you with that. And she has a final TSA at the end of her book that is absolutely powerful, and I won't spoil that for you. It is just so very good, so I would recommend that you just keep yourself ready for that final word that she has at the end of her book. But just for anyone that's wanting some encouragement, that's wanting to see freedom walked out, that is wanting to see, a partnership with God, she really displays that, she really models that. And it's just so cool to see her journey and to just be a backseat to that. Wonderful, inspiring book. And I think anytime that I have books that I read, like I said, they're far and few in between. But when I do come across those books that I just kind of eat up so quickly, then I definitely will want to share them with you. So I hope that you enjoy that on my channel if I share a book every now and then. But again, Feeding the Soul by Tabitha Brown. And I love it because she's like, because it's my business, and you'll hear her use that a lot because it's her business, it's your business, everyone's got their own business. Finding Our Way to Joy, Love, and Freedom. Such a wonderful, wonderful book. Let me know in the comments below if you think you will pick this up, and I'd love to hear what you think of it. And I think that's all I have for you today. So I hope you are having a wonderful day. It is snowy here, and I'm about to head out, and I'm gonna jump and go to Walmart in a second. And that's about it. That's all I have for you today. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in my next video, you guys. Take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.